Uh, uh, who didn't see this coming? And ever since I heard all the rumors, hoping that they weren't true, I was like, man. So, is Indiana Jones 5 a big old piece of trash? Well, it says Indiana Jones 5 is so bad. What is this, the Canes or Canes or Cons audience did something that never happens. They say that it's better to burn out than it is to fade away. But in the case of Indiana Jones 5, it seems like this particular franchise went out with a whimper rather than a bang. Cosmic Book News reports that the film's debut at the Cannes, it's C-A-N-N-E-S. That could be Cannes, because Kane is C-A-N-E. So I think it's Cannes. Cannes Film Festival on May 18th was met with a lackluster response, citing that the film elicited an unexpectedly overwhelming response from the audience members, some of whom allegedly talked during the film out of boredom. Though the trailer for the installment of Indiana Jones Saga is referred to as the final triumph, we have reason to believe that James Mangold may have missed the mark with this one. Well, listen, we all know that if any of this is true about the rumors, if they're replacing them, and there's a rumor that Indiana Jones actually gets replaced, you know what I mean? Like he fades away in time, like he to a point where he never existed, and then the woman replaces him. And I mean, come on, you guys know. I mean, they've been desecrating these tried and true Americana, sewn and woven into the fabric of pop culture characters. They've been destroying them for several years now. And if you even thought that a movie like that was going to make it, especially now, look, people are really waking up, especially after the Bud Light incident. And I think that a lot more companies are going to start experiencing Bud Light type symptoms of doing stuff like this with these characters and changing their stories fundamentally or changing the characters fundamentally. Perhaps what's most telling about Indiana Jones 5 is that the audience at the Canes or Cons gave a more enthusiastic standing ovation to Harrison Ford, who was flown in for the premiere before the Dial of Destiny started playing, than they did the film's conclusion. Sources say that the standing ovation after the 142-minute adventure sounds long, and if it's a bad movie, that will be drudgery. Adventure came to an end was only 5 minutes long, which is considered to be more of a polite formality than anything else. But it's worth noting that the reviews, for Indiana Jones 5 are rolling in on Rotten Tomatoes. You guys see that right there. That's why I put it there. And we're hearing a slightly different story. Sure, the latest action-adventure romp only boasts a 50% fresh rating, but the reviews are all over the place. One reviewer even referred to Dial of Destiny as an action-packed swan song that provides a fitting ending to one of Harrison Ford's most iconic roles. That makes me feel better. However, one critic didn't parse her words when criticizing Indiana Jones 5 for taking the titular timepiece a little too literally. Esther Zuckerman, from the Daily Beast expressed disappointment over the fact that Disney seems to want to turn the clock back instead of doing anything new. Other critics voiced a similar sentiment with this conclusion to an otherwise action-packed decades-long thrill ride felt safe and dutiful rather than thrilling and delightful. This seems to be the case with most legacy properties spanning decades from franchises just run out of steam and have nothing to offer. And in the case of Indiana Jones 5, although closure is most certainly offered to longtime fans of the franchise, some viewers felt that what could have been a stunning conclusion seems more like a feigned attempt to call back to the iconic Indiana Jones films that preceded it. Callbacks aren't bad if they're done right. Given the less than exuberant reception to Indiana Jones 5, it only makes us wonder how different things could have been if Steven Spielberg had opted to direct this film rather than passing the directional torch off to James Mangold, who directed Logan. And Logan was great. So, but no one's above, mistakes. And I know one of the things is, people say, and this has to be taken in context, but people, and even myself say, I don't trust the critics. I don't, but there's a certain formula that's been going on the past few years, and we know. It's interesting because, I've seen several videos and articles that speak about how, a lot of these movie critics will they will soften the blow. They're nice, or possibly even shill in their reviews so that they stay in good standing with these studios and get all the trips and presents and all the stuff and stay in good standing with these studios. But when it is these reviewers that are coming down on the movie and they're at a point where it seems to us like, hey, they don't even care. Even these people we think work for these companies, basically, they don't even like it. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting. Spielberg very well could have had a heavier hand in creating a more exciting bookend for Indiana Jones, but he felt that a fresh perspective would have been instrumental in bringing Indiana Jones to a younger generation of moviegoers. I'm telling you right now, they replace him, I ain't gonna see no more. I ain't gonna see no more because it's going along with the regular old stuff that they've been doing. It's no mystery that Mangold had huge shoes to fill in stepping up to the task as he did. But given that Spielberg's vision is what made the previous 4 Indiana Jones films so iconic, it's clear that a lot of the magic that is said to be lacking in Indiana Jones 5 is probably because Spielberg decided to step down as director. They may have different opinions. It's easy to be critical of legacy properties late in the game. True. Indiana Jones 5 still has time to win over audience when it debuts in the United States on June 30th, 2023. Yeah, they got time. They got time to recut it and do more reshoots if they want. I heard it is exceptionally expensive. I heard it was way more expensive than anybody thought the movie was. So it is what it is, folks. I mean, I am a Indiana Jones fan. I love him, man. I love that dude. I hope that they do right by him. They already destroyed Han. They already killed him off in a stupid way. Don't do the same damn thing to Indy. That rhymes, I hate to play your game. Bars. 10 million subscribers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Woo!